Time to choose a Flintstones vitamin, Chris.
I'll take Barney.
Hey, Chris! Glad you could make it.
Wow, it's you and Fred!
Yep, the most famous men in bedrock history are carved out of this mountain.
And here we are at the foot of Mount Rockmore. Let's get climbing.
Yabba-dabba-doo, yabba-dabba-doo.
Flintstones vitamins are good to chew.
Yabba-dabba-doo, they're
Good to chew.
Hello and welcome back to Brand Management, the show that explores the history of your favorite brand mascots. Today we take a look at the Flintstones. The Flintstones were introduced to the world on September 30th, 1960. The animated sitcom was created by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera as a Stone Age send-up of Jackie Gleason's The Honeymooners. The show was based around the title characters Fred and Wilma Flintstone, their pet Dino, and their neighbors Barney and Betty Rubble. Throughout the years, the series would introduce other characters, including Pebbles Flintstone, Bam Bam Rubble, and the Great Gazoo. The series was a primetime hit, and held the record for the longest-running network animated series for 3 decades. For the last 60 years, these characters have appeared in commercials for a very wide variety of products.
Gee, we ought to do something, Fred. Okay? How's about taking a nap? Hey, I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break.
The series was initially marketed towards adults, and the advertisements sold products for that same audience. The first 2 seasons of the Flintstones were sponsored by Winston cigarettes. Fred, Wilma, and Barney appeared in several commercials, where they would smoke and proclaim that Winston tastes good.
Like a cigarette should.
The commercials were short-lived. By the series' 3rd season, the advertising focused more on the children in the audience, and the Winston ads were dropped.
Yes, sir, a glass of Welchade coming up. Welchade's the power-packed refresher because it's made with genuine Welch'S grape juice.
With the more kid-friendly advertising, the Flintstones began a new sponsorship with WELCH'S. The characters began appearing on cartons of Welch's grape juice, which featured colorable cardboard standees. Some of these even depicted the unused character of Fred Jr. In the show, Fred and Wilma were given a daughter, Pebbles. Pebbles appeared in commercials in which she struggled through baby talk to request Welch's grape juice. The Flintstone family also appeared in commercials for Welch's grape jelly. Welch's even ran a successful promotion in which the Flintstone characters appeared on bottles of grape jelly. After the bottles were empty, they could be turned into collectible drinking glasses. Another prominent advertiser during the early days of the Flintstones was drug company Miles Laboratories. They used the Flintstones to advertise Miles products such as one-a-day vitamins and Alka Seltzer. Around this same time, Miles Laboratories developed Chocks, the first chewable multivitamins for children. In 1968, Miles combined their product with their advertising partner and created Flintstones chewable vitamins. The vitamins were released in the shape of the show's characters, featuring Fred, Wilma, Barney, Pebbles, Bam Bam, Dino, and the Flintstones car. But not Betty. Manufacturers kept Betty from the lineup, claiming that her small waistline caused the vitamins to break too easily. Betty wasn't given a vitamin until 27 years later, when Rosie O'Donnell, who played Betty in the live-action movie, pushed to have the character added to the lineup. Flintstones vitamins are still widely available to this day. In 1971, Post Cereal were looking to reintroduce their less successful cereal, Sugar Rice Krinkles. They licensed the Flintstones characters from Hanna-Barbera, and simultaneously introduced both Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles. Early commercials for Pebbles cereals featured Fred and Barney getting along.
Uh-oh! Let's go! Good thing Pebbles gives me yabba-dabba-doo!
The commercial soon changed to the popular formula, in which Barney would constantly try to steal Fred's Pebbles.
Watch him disappear.
Barney!
Barney would often try to outsmart Fred by dressing up as characters such as a ghost, Mr. Spock, and even Fred himself.
Can't play you without your super chocolatey Pebbles.
Though they did put aside their differences to share their Pebbles with Santa.
'Tis the season to be sharing, Fred.
Happy holidays, pal.
Oh, Fred. Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles cereals, part of this nutritious breakfast.
Pebbles cereals have continued to be successful throughout the decades. A variety of flavors have come and gone, but Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles are here to stay. The Flintstones have had shorter promotional deals with a wide variety of other brands.
Hieroglyphics tell us that as far back as the year 1967 BA, many thousands of years ago, the man who enjoyed beer then drank it for much the same reason as the beer drinker today.
In 1967, the characters appeared in a corporate cartoon for Busch Beer. The commercial was never released to the public and was only shown to the Anheuser-Busch wholesalers. The cartoon runs nearly the length of a full episode and features Fred and Barney drinking Busch Beer as they try to figure out how to get their jobs back from Mr. Slate.
Ooh, you need a bush. You're all tensed up.
No wonder. My two key men quit me yesterday, and I can't get anyone to do the job like they can.
Why don't you ask them to come back?
Oh, they'd like that. They'd crow about it. Never.
Drink your bush, stranger. It'll do you good.
Calm down, Slate, honey. Give him another chance.
In the 1970s, the Flintstones had their very own fruit drinks with Yabba Dabba Doo. The drinks came in various flavors and featured promotional cups. In the 1990s, the Flintstones appeared as mascots for Nestle's Push-Ups.
Yabba dabba doo! A yabba dabba, a dabba doo! Yeah, Flintstones push-ups, that's what's cool!
The Flintstones have even appeared in promotions for restaurants. In the late 80s and early 90s, the Flintstones appeared in promotions for Denny's. Denny's restaurants offered Flintstones toys, comics, and placemats.
McDonald's is turning back time a few million years.
The release of the two live-action films led to promotional tie-ins with both McDonald's and Burger King.
With Flintstones action toys, you can get one inside every Burger King Big Kids meal you buy.
Hey, what are you doing, Fred? I'm making a list of the 7 warning signals that might mean cancer.
Throughout the decades, the Flintstones have appeared in PSAs, supporting a number of different messages. One of their earliest PSAs was for the American Cancer Society. In the 1970s, Fred and Wilma helped spread the word about energy conservation.
The reality of the energy crisis lies elsewhere.
Brad! Brad!
Out here, Wilma. What's up?
Have you seen this article in the Sunday paper?
No.
It's about energy.
In the 1980s, Fred promoted Shriners Hospitals.
You know, life in dear old Bedrock can be kind of difficult, but it's nothing like the life of crippled children who have no help.
Drive carefully, Brad.
Don't worry, Wilma. I'm an expert driver.
The adult and kid versions of the Flintstones appeared in PSAs for seatbelt safety.
Sometimes kids have to remind grown-ups, yabba dabba buckle up.
The Flintstone kids appeared with Michael Jackson to spread the Just Say No message.
Just say no to drugs, defeat it.
Fred even appeared alongside other Hanna-Barbera characters in the 1984 video, Strong Kids, Safe Kids.
Now, if a stranger offered you an ice cream stalactite to come into his cave, would you go?
Pebbles, look out.
No!
Ice cream stalactite.
Pebbles, don't fall for that line.
No.
Yabba jabba doo! Do I ever have a bright kid?
The Flintstones have delighted audiences for over 60 years. They've appeared in TV series, holiday specials, and feature films. These days, they only appear in the occasional direct-to-video movie, but they still remain beloved brand mascots. Thank you for watching the latest episode of Brand Management. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe.